How you like me now?
It's a Week 4 edition of Hit Sticks here from the Globe Live Studios at the Star in Frisco. Isaiah Stanback, Barry Church, Kyle Youmans. We're about to hit the sticks on Madden 22, previewing the Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. How do you stop the spread offense and how do you establish the run? We'll tell you right after this. So in this edition of Hit Sticks, we don't have to deal with Christian McCaffrey, injured last week against the Houston Texans. And despite a long week off, he is anticipated to miss Week 4 against the Dallas Cowboys. But that still presents problems, and this Carolina offense presents problems, Barry Church, for the Cowboys defense because there's a couple weapons they can go to, and Isaiah's going to try and utilize them.
Yeah, they got a lot of weapons they can go to. And look, Christian McCaffrey, make sure you take your time, relax, get back healthy as long as it takes, but don't come back this week because we don't want to see you in this week. But these guys have a lot of weapons out there, and they're going to have to make creative ways out there to get these guys the ball. They got DJ Moore, who's their leading receiver out there. They got a great deep threat in Robbie Anderson on the opposite side. And they got a young rookie named Hubbard back there he may get the ball spinning a little bit for this Carolina team. But defensively for these Dallas Cowboys, we have to realize that they're going to try to make up creative ways to move the ball because our defense has been flying around on all cylinders. They can't just push us around. So what we got to do defensively is make sure we stay disciplined against the run, against the pass, because we know these guys are going to be creative and they're going to try to find their ways to get their offensive playmakers the ball in space.
Yeah, they're not just going to lay down.
No.
Because we've done a great job versus the run in our first 3 games. They're not just going to lay down. They're not going to just abandon it because their number 1 running back's out. They have a rookie. They have Hubbard, who wants to go ahead and run this thing as well. So to your point, they're going to get creative. And I'm going to show you exactly how creative they're going to get and see what you can do against it.
All right, let's see what you got, man.
All right, so boom, here we go. Right, we're right here in 21 personnel, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, 2 receivers. See what you got here. You're in single high, huh?
Single high.
Okay, it looks like cover 3. All right. Okay, I can run against that. Let's see. Bam.
Don't step up there. Don't step up.
The foolery.
AB. AB's been hot these past couple weeks, and there once again we saw another display of AB using his smarts out there. So let's run that thing back a little bit right here. And as we see, what I decided to do was run a fire zone blitz. And for those who don't know, a fire zone is when you blitz one of your linebackers, but you run a zone behind it. Right here, I have Jalen Smith as we're circled here. He's going to end up blitzing that B gap. And I am Keanu Neal right here, and I'm going to get back in my zone. I'm going to be that middle third, kind of rat player right there. And I have to make sure I don't bite up on the run, because if I bite up on the run, it leaves a big zone right there. So I got to make sure I don't bite up on it. But as we progress this play, we see Carolina's going to have creative ways. They fake the run there. They fake the reverse right there to Robbie Anderson. I bit up a little bit. with Keanu Neal, but I was able to get back into my zone. And what a great thing happened here is, as I go ahead and go all the way up towards Anthony Brown right there, I'm going to bring it back just a little bit. But what he did, he stayed home. He never bit up on the run. Sorry about that. He never bit up on the run. He stayed home. He has those deep third. So what he did, he didn't let that over route influence him and suck him in over there. He stayed back in his zone right there, had his eyes on the quarterback. That's huge, because if your eyes aren't on that quarterback, people can get behind you. He had his eyes on the quarterback, make sure, there comes DJ Moore in his zone threatening. He did a great job high pointing the ball. Interception, 1 for the good guys.
Okay, so Anthony Brown with the interception in the end zone. Barry Church coming through with another big play, which means we are giving away a copy of Madden at the end of the episode. But first, we got to go back on offense. Cowboys on the offensive side of the football, they've got 11 personnel out there, 1 running back at Ezekiel Elliott, the 1 tight end at Dalton Schultz, but no Michael Gallup in the formation, and you've got your receivers on the field. So you're going to throw the ball, right? Not necessarily. The Cowboys have run the ball pretty well over the first 3 weeks of the year. Isaiah, how do you establish the run, though, when you play this Panthers defense, which is tops in the NFL?
Well, you have to ride on the backs of your big men up front, and you have to come downhill. Reason being, these guys on Carolina's defense are fast and furious. You got Big Shaq Thompson right there from my University of Washington, and they like to come downhill. They like to fly around. So how do you stop a formidable threat like that? You come right at them. Come right at them. They're going to bring it, so you got to bring it. We have more weight up front. We have more experience. Let's take these guys head on. Do not shy away just because they're leading the league in defense stops.
Let's see what you got, big dog.
Let's see what you got then. Okay. Boom. Here we go. We're 11 personnel. Make them think we're passing, but we're not. Here we go. Okay, right him.
Oh,
Right.
oh.
Get up out of that thing.
You got to get up out of that tackle.
Okay, well, let me run it back for you guys, okay? This is exactly what we want. Obviously, we've been going with a two-headed monster between Zeke and Pollard. Either way, whoever has a hot hand of the day, we just want to keep things rolling, all right? So, boom, I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see the whole picture up top here. You guys see Zeke in the backfield, all right? Kyle already mentioned we got Cedric Wilson right there in the slot, and we got the Schultzenegger right there on the line of scrimmage, all right? He's been doing a heck of a job in run blocking as well. So, as those guys are coming down in this six-man front, all right, this is exactly what you want to run the ball against. We have 6 offensive linemen. They have 6 defensive players in the box. It's a great matchup for us because we're bigger than they are. So, boom, let's go ahead and snap the rock. Boom, we're going to pull the Connor bro right there at 52, coming backside. He's going to come all the way across the formation right there. He's going to work his way up. He's going to find work. And this is a great view for this. So you guys can see how it plays out. Connor bro right here is looking at him. He's going to take MDM, most dangerous man. As soon as he sees him, he's going to take him. Zeke's going to, boom, stretch him. He could have cut back. All right, but here he goes right up on the backside of Schultzenegger. Boom, puts his foot in the ground, gets upfield, and almost breaks out of that doggone thing. He could have turned that into a track meet, but this is exactly what we want to see going into this week's game.
If you could run that back for me one time, Isaiah, you pointed out a great thing right here. As you see the guard right there, Connor Williams, I believe, pulling, and that was a great call to go away from this blitz because we decided to play 6-man in the box and we tried to play it off like it's going to be a zone, try to disguise things because that's what this Carolina defense is going to do. They're not going to let you know exactly what they're in. And as you progress this play, you see the nickel on the left side and Shaq Thompson in the middle linebacker position. They're both blitzing. They're both coming. So it was a great play call on your hand, Kellen Moore's hand, by pulling the guard away from that, running away from that blitz. And like you stated, I mean, it was a great block there by Williams. Zeke Elliott was able to put his foot in the ground. The rest is history. If we're able to do that down in and down out, this game will be pretty easy.
Okay, now that the Panthers are back on offense, they like to spread things out. You mentioned that earlier in the episode. They really like to spread things out. I mean, look at Chuba Hubbard over here, the rookie out of Oklahoma State. He's in the slot, and he's all the way over on the numbers. But in order to combat these spread looks, a lot of people might say, hey, go man-to-man. Man up on them and get your player mano-a-mano. But Barry, you disagree with that mindset.
I disagree slightly on that one. I mean, I know a lot of DCs. Yes, you heard it here first. I disagree slightly. I know a lot of DCs out there with matchup man across the board, and our corners have had success in man-to-man coverage so far this year. But if I'm Dan Quinn and I'm going against Darnold out here, I don't think he has what it takes to pick apart his zone quite yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go out there and do a cover 6. And cover 6 means cover 2 to the left side and cover 4 to the right side. So I'm gonna try to confuse this guy. And I'm not just gonna lay it out there like a picket fence like it is right now. I'm gonna put a little razzle dazzle on it real quick as you see it. I'm gonna switch it up. Just make it look like it's a white picket fence out there. Make it look like we're playing 2-man. I think I can confuse Darnold out there, and he might talk him into throwing us one. Hopefully that's what happens right here.
Okay, and see, we differ on that, BC.
Okay.
I think that you have to play man against these guys because of their personnel groupings. And the type of offense that they run, they like to sit guys at about 8 to 10 yards and find all those gaps within your zone. So we're going to see who has the right approach.
Let's see.
Let's see what this thing look like. Okay, since you gave a little razzle
smazzle.
A little razzle dazzle. All right, boom. All right, let's see what we got here. Boom, you ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Better get it while getting this. Good, Chief. Uh-huh. There it is. Bow. How you like me now?
Let's hope the Darnold in Madden is not as good as the Darnold in real life. We'll see what happens there.
Now, let's take a look here. Now, this is the reason why, all right? Now, to that point, as you guys see, we're spreading these things out here, okay? This is exactly what Carolina's going to want to do. Within that, okay, you see the ball is snapped. You see the zone going on right now. As soon as the ball snapped, let's go ahead and pause it right here. I'm already seeing 2 holes. Right? As an offensive player, I'm seeing 2 holes. I'm seeing the right there over the middle, okay, crossing the different zones. He's ready to cross zone 1. He's going to go across the linebacker. He's going to get to zone 2. Right behind them, okay? Right behind him, okay, this middle linebacker, right behind Parsons, there's another gap right here. And that's the tough thing when you're playing zone defense is when you have 5 receivers out there, they can find the gaps within those 53.5 yards. All right, so it becomes very difficult for a defender to make sure that you take care of all your assignments because no matter what, even though you took care of him on the first hole, right? Parsons had him there. All right, he goes to hole number 2, not there. Okay, cool, don't worry, I'll wait. As long as I have time in the backfield, I'll go to hole number 3.
Ooh.
Bam, all day long, and they'll take that if we give them the opportunity. That's why our front 4 have to get home whenever they decide to spread us out.
That was a huge point right there. Right there, our front 4 have got to get home right there. We can't let Darnold sit back there, pat the ball, have time for these guys to go through one window to the next window. If we do that, we're going to get picked apart all day. But what I will say is I love what this defense did. They made that window extremely tight, and I don't believe through the whole game that Darnold's going to be able to sling those windows in there pretty much every down and distance. I like that it was contested, but like to your point, this front 4, they got to get after Darnold.
All right, so we're 3 plays in, 1 more to go. We've already had a big play, so let's have a little bit of fun. Kellen Moore, offensive coordinator, has been in his bag of tricks through the first 3 weeks. Quite possibly the best 3 games play calling that he's had in his entire career. So I'm opening up the floor in a red zone scenario, 10-yard line. This is 4th down for the win. Isaiah Stanback, I want your best call with this personnel for the Cowboys offense.
Ooh, well, we are down here in my favorite zone, a.k.a. the red zone, because that means that we're about to get this bread. All right, so I'm down here, and I want to make sure that we have options. You want to make sure that you have zone options, and you want to make sure that you have man options. You never want to pigeonhole yourself to where you roll the dice and you think that you have something mapped out perfectly, and then they roll with the other coverage that really exposes you. So I have something that's whatever BC wants to throw at me, I got something for him right now. He doesn't know what I'm doing right now.
Mayweather out here, you counter punching. Okay, all right, let's see what you got, big dog. Let's see what you got.
Oh, I see how you line it up.
Ain't no rough draft in this one.
No, ain't I got you. Okay, yep, hit you with that right there. Okay, right there. Okay, little hot route. Okay, now we're good to go. Like Elephant Man. Ready, set, and let's rock this thing. Oh, 6. Give it to me. Give it to me. 6.
I don't think so. I don't know. All right. When there's no rough draft, we see what happens out here. Jeremy Chin with a great play in the back of the end zone. My man ran out of options.
All right. Bad play by me. All right, actually, good play by me. All right, bad execution. All right, if we run something like this, I think we'll be perfectly fine. You guys see what we have here, over here in my guy Coop and CD. They're going to go ahead and take advantage of this too high shell. All right, and with that too high shell, there's always space in the corners. Always space in the corners. So you see this release right here, boom, pause it right there. CD, take an inside stem down low. All right, what he's going to do, he's going to go ahead and grab that inside linebacker and grab that cornerback. Right now, in real life, okay, not Isaiah on the sticks, all right, Dak Prescott is going to drive this ball straight to the sideline. Right here, he's going to drive that thing to the sideline. He's going to bring him flat down the line so that he can literally box him out and the ball will be right on the money. But because I got, I had lotion on my hands, I threw the ball upfield and it gave this DB an opportunity to get in on the play. That would never happen in real life. That's going to be a 6 for us and for the good guys.
Yeah, let's just hope it doesn't happen on Sunday night. I mean, that's all I got to say. Great play defensively. The guy looked like Pete Church back in the day back there, man. Heck of a defensive play by the Panthers. Let's just hope it doesn't happen on Sunday.
Do you feel a little bit like heated over here? Are you okay?
I'm good.
Are you good?
I'm good.
That's 2. He got you twice. We could give away 2 copies if we wanted to.
I'm a good friend. I like to build my friends up.
Oh,
yeah.
Is that what it is?
I guess.
2 picks for Barry Church. It's almost like we're back in like what is it, 2016?
Yeah, seems like it. Yeah,
I mean,
like
it. He's getting in a groove here on Hit Sticks. Okay, but you know what? To make you feel better,
okay,
I'm gonna have you answer the question for fans on Madden.
Okay, I'll do it for fans.
Coach Sheps on Twitter says, "What does DJ Moore do differently than the receivers that Trayvon Diggs has faced throughout the season that could give him some problems on Sunday?"
That's a really good question. DJ Moore is very crafty. He's very crafty. He knows exactly how to get off the ball. So if we try to shoot our gun at the line of scrimmage, we have to be very wary of that because of his ability to be able to and get gone. But I think he's their number one guy. He's their number one guy, and undoubtedly. He's their possession receiver. So don't expect him to necessarily take all the big shots with that. That's why they have that Robbie Anderson dude for. They want to make sure that he gets the ball 8 yards, 10 yards. So Diggs is going to have to be very disciplined and be patient and just really sit back and be able to adjust him no matter what route he runs.
DJ Moore was able to have 126 yards last week against that Texans defense. On Thursday Night Football, we'll see what he can do on Sunday. He's Isaiah Stanback. He's Barry Church. I'm Kyle Youmans. Enjoy the game Sunday afternoon, everybody. It's Sir Purr and the Panthers taking on the Cowboys. We'll see you next time.